with Goliaths and turrets all over the place here at 12 o'clock. Saying still pumping carriers from all his bases, all his star gates, it looks like. Hosen decided to use this opportunity to push out a bit with his ground forces. Saying, I think if there are no more Goliaths to reinforce, might be able to take 12 o'clock, but Hosen is trying to attack to put some pressure here on. And these Goliaths are coming. They might be able to snipe one of the carriers. They managed to do a lot of damage to one of the carriers, not quite sniping it. And I'm not sure whether there's quite enough Goliaths. Managed to pick off one carrier. Excellent work here by Hosen. He still needs some more Goliaths, though. This is a fairly evenly matched contest. Goliaths. Now he has a lot of Goliaths. Goliaths able to do serious damage to interceptors, it looks like, and knock off some more health on one of those carriers. So both players' armies fairly even. Hosen, though, with an impressive-looking tank and Goliath force. I think Sang is actually now in trouble again. Seesaw battles thus far. Not quite managed to pick off that carrier. 2 HP left. This is what I mean. Upgrading armor can make a big difference in this case. Sang is not choosing to upgrade armor. Hosen is probably at 2-1 upgrade. Sang only has one attack up on his ground forces. His units in retreat here getting shelled. His Zealots don't even have speed. I don't think this is wise by Sang. Sang is in some trouble here. I don't think he can actually take on this army. He's decided to try to use the carriers to attack a bit in the rear. Probably a good move here, using that cliff, picking away at what he can with the carriers, using them as her. And if he had speed on those Zealots, for instance, they would have been so much more effective. Sang's forces in full retreat. He's losing a lot of units to his rear guard action there. The saving grace for him is he has now, it looks like, 8 or 9 carriers, probably 9 carriers, because he's been building from 3 Stargates. That is a lot of carriers. If he can get the full complement interceptors, but no, he loses one carrier. He already lost one earlier. Maybe he's only down to 7 or 8 or something like that. I don't know. Regardless, his carriers not quite able to hold the ground. And exactly, 1-2 upgrades finish here for Hosen. Sang has managed to use these carriers to pick off the tanks strategically. He's going to be able to delay the destruction of his bases for now. So good work there by Sang. However, Hosen has counterattacked with vultures, and these two players are actually playing a fairly high level PvT here. I'm pretty impressed. I mean, neither player is perfect here, but better than I expected of rookies. And just as I said that, Sang losing carriers left and right there to Goliaths, losing at least 2 more carriers there. I would say that at this point, Hosen has a definitive advantage. Sang certainly not out of this game. He still has a critical mass of carriers there. As long as Hosen can keep reinforcing with Goliaths and not get his forces whittled down like that, he'll be fine. He needs the streaming reinforcements flash style. If for some reason he chooses to build too many tanks or something during this time and not enough Goliaths, he's actually could be in trouble. He has enough tanks to get this done, I feel. He just needs to pump Goliaths from every single factory all the time now. If he takes care of the carriers, it's GG. Those carriers and a Dark Templar there, I think in the chaos of the battle, Dark Templar is good to employ, but Hosen must have spotted it and scanned it. Programmer is very good at doing that, of course. Saying, with the carriers as his really trump card here, doing okay, managed to hold off his destruction from now, still building more carriers. He's, however, lost one of his expansions at the 5 o'clock, well, natural at the 5 o'clock, I should say. Oh, that Dark Templar was not scanned. Excellent employment of the Dark Templar here by Sang. Why is there no scan? Is he, like, literally out of scan? He has 4 command centers. Surely he's got scan, but no, he looks like he's distracted here. That's what he is. Distracted by the carriers attacking at the 12 o'clock. There are a lot of turrets there. That's going to buy time. Hosen retreating his forces, I'm not sure whether that was wise. Wow, if he didn't have scan, he has no choice, but that's kind of stupid to not have scan at this. I don't know what to say about that. And this Dark Templar taken out by the mines. Carriers coming in to clean up these tanks, but I think Hosen has done the damage he wants to. He's set Sang back significantly. He's down to 3 mining bases now. That Dark Templar, Hero Dark Templar, it might be a new one, but these Dark Templars have been used very well thus far for Sang. The danger is Sang is almost mined out. He really will be down to effectively the only mining base at the 7 o'clock. And Hosen looks like he's continuing to put on the pressure. Ooh, 2 Dark Templars here coming in for Sang, forcing the SCVs out from one of Hosen's bases. Saying putting on some more pressure of his carriers, but there are so many glaives and turrets there, I don't think this is wise. He actually cannot afford to bleed interceptors at this point. These Dark Templar still being excellent, and it doesn't seem like Hosen has quite the multitasking to deal with this. These carriers almost getting sandwiched between the glaives and turrets there, but Sang managed to retreat them just in time. He's had, these two glaives, 8 kills on one, probably a similar number of kills on the other. They're just killing all the SCVs, and Hosen is not paying attention. This is almost Hyuk-esque. Is he going to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory? Because he was so close to victory, he lost one of his scanners. He's going to lose all the SCVs there, it looks like. That actually matters, because he may not have enough SCVs to populate his third expansion there. And now it seems like, it really seems like Hosen does not have the scan, because surely he would have scanned. He's desperately building a turret there. Those Dark Templar might even be able to kill off the command center if Hosen's not careful. Dark Templar dragging mines into the mech forces. And finally, the Dark Templar getting cleaned up, but they've done more than enough damage. And I feel if Hosen did not lose all those SCVs, he would have been fine. Both players not with the best of multitasking, as is common with rookies, it appears. Or I think they actually have the APM, the reflection, and the reflexes, and the response time, the reaction time, but they just don't know where to spend the energy, if you would, where to spend your APM. They don't seem to be looking at the right places, it seems like. And Sang trying to pressing attack with combination of Dark Templar and carriers, this is not going to work. He's losing interceptors left and right, way too many glaives. Sang is forced to back off. He could not actually afford to lose all these interceptors. Fortunately for him, while Hosen has Honsen, or Hosen, well, it should be Honsen, considering the N in his name. Anyway, he's got a massive 2-3 upgraded Terran mech army, devastatingly powerful. This field army, I don't think, can be defeated here by Sang. He's trying his best, though, whittling away at these glaives as best he can. But as long as he can ensure a steady stream of resources, he'll be fine. He's got some High Templars and Dark Templar, exactly what he needs to do. Templar, very useful. But I think choosing to engage in this sort of frontal assault against the Terran glaives, there are so many glaives there, is suicidal. He's going to lose carriers, it looks like. Glaives coming, picking away at these carriers, not quite managed to kill any. Some are heavily damaged. Honsen deciding to engage with his ground forces. He needs to pull back and wait for his Templar reinforcements. That's going to make a big difference. He's managed to get himself positioned over this cliff, which is good. Dark Templar coming in to snipe occasionally. This sort of direct frontal assault, I feel, is foolish at best. He again cannot afford to throw away interceptor resources like that. With the 4 Templar, though, if he can get off a few critical storms, he'll be fine. Hosen has managed to rebuild his SCVs. He's mining from 2 bases, and he needs to scout out that base at the 7 o'clock. If he can stop mining there, he'll be fine, because sooner or later, Sang is going to be starved out. So Hosen needs to... I don't know why he hasn't had scan this game. What has he been using his scan on? Losing another carrier here at the 12 o'clock base. Looks like Sang is trying to push in the attack. There are supply depots blocking storm over like 2 glaives. I don't think he wanted to storm there. That's not the biggest clump. Nevertheless, he is doing his best to try to break through here. It's just the Terran defenses are so solid. 2 supply depots blocking the way, and the reinforcements in time driving Sang back. Sang, not with the best choice. He really is just attacking head-on over and over and over again. Not working out for him at all so far this game. Hosen with good responses to these attacks coming in here by Sang. Sang now again coming at the 12 o'clock. This time he seems to have managed to catch Hosen a bit more off guard. He's going to pick off all the turrets, it looks like. He might be able to kill the command center. He's streaming a few Dragoons there. He's got High Templar there. Storm! This time a much better storm over these glaives, driving them back. The carriers now killing the refinery, but critically some more of his Templar getting picked off by vultures here. The carriers losing all sorts of interceptors. Again, just incredible action in this game, I have to say. Even if both players are not playing at the highest level, certainly a lot of action. Sang has raised pretty much everything at the 12 o'clock base except the command center. I mean, after finishing off the turrets, I think that should have been his first target with like 7 carriers. he could kill the command center very quickly. I don't know why he didn't do it. A bit odd. Dark Templar there blocking the way for Hosen's tanks coming at